What's going on, guys? It's Vinny here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to replace spark plugs on a 2011 to 2016 Hyundai Elantra. Alright, the tools needed for this job: you're going to need a small pick, a 10mm socket that's quarter inch ratchet, 3/8 ratchet extensions with a 3/8 ratchet, and a 16mm spark plug socket. And they also have this spark plug kit. I just wanted to show you guys that. And then a 3/8 torque wrench, and of course, last but not least, your spark plugs. Links will be in the description for everything used in this video. All right, first step's gonna be to pop this plastic cover up. There's 4 tabs that are hidden under each corner, and all you're gonna have to do is put your hand under there and give it a little pull, and you'll hear it and feel it pull up. And then once you have that removed, you can see what I was talking about. There's these rubber grommets, and they basically go into these 4 tabs. All right, next you're gonna see the 4 coil packs along the top. Underneath of those is your spark plugs. So what you're gonna have to do is remove the plugs that is on each, and then there's a 10mm bolt that holds each one of those in. To remove these plugs first, there's this little gray tab right up on the top, and you can lift that up gently, either with a pick or with your finger. These are known to be very brittle and break very easily, so just be very careful with that. And then once that tab is pulled up, you can pull the connector off. Okay, next we're going to remove the 10mm bolts that hold all of these coils in. All right, and once you get to this last one, you're gonna see that this doesn't quite fit with a long 10. So the easiest way is to get a 1/4 inch extension with a short 10, and you can just get it on there enough to remove it nicely. And I would recommend not trying to pry this stiff metal thing out of the way. Leave that. Okay, next step is going to be to pull out the coils. These are your coils. What you can do is either number them on the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, or just when you pull them out, lay them down in the same order that you took them out. So when you go to put them back, you put them all back exactly in the right spot where they came out of. And to remove this last one, you can pull this foam thing out a little bit, just sit it up like that. And then this black cover that actually holds this line on here, this little cover lifts up just like that. And you don't want to peel it all the way because you'll break it. Just like that is enough. And then you just work the last coil pack out. All right, next we're going to remove all the spark plugs. So you're going to get your 16mm spark plug socket. These ones, I'll have a link in the description for them. They're a special kind that has this magnet on the inside, so after you loosen them all the way, you could just lift right out and they won't be falling out. They'll actually stay in this. Very nice. So we're going to do that. We're going to throw that in the slot, and we're going to take all 4 spark plugs out. You can also get a mini extension on there that has some grip. That little bit of grip right there will help you just spin it by hand a little faster if you're doing this by hand. All right, now's a good time to inspect your old spark plugs just to see what's going on with them. A spark plug can tell you a lot about your engine, and I would definitely recommend looking up a spark plug chart or a guide on that, and it will explain what each condition of your spark plugs looks like and what it means for what's going on inside the engine. And here is our new ones. Just like to compare them usually just to make sure the size and everything looks close. I will have a link in the description for these specific spark plugs that we're using today on this 2016 Hyundai Elantra. All right, next step, we're just going to reinstall the new spark plugs. Optionally here, you could put a tiny bit of anti-seize on the threads, so that way by the next time that they need spark plugs, they'll all come out pretty smooth, but that's an optional thing. So let's go put these in. I like to start them all off hand tight, and then we'll torque them all down together. So from the torque specs that I found online, we're going to torque these between 12 and 15 foot-pounds of torque, which is not a lot. You basically just want to tighten it enough to where it stops, and then maybe another quarter turn. So not a lot. Don't overkill these. All right, next we're gonna reinstall our coils. Put them back in the order that they were taken out. Might have to finagle this wire around a little bit to get that in. And for this one, gonna have to finagle this one in as well, just like that. And then you're just gonna line up your bolt holes and put your 10mm bolts back in. I do not have a torque spec for that, but I'll just say it's a tiny bit more than hand tight. See, I'm barely putting that much on there. Just a little bit, just to snug it up. Don't go too tight or you'll end up cracking the coil. That should be good. All right, next step's to put your connectors back in. You'll hear them click when they're on. And then that gray tab should be pushed back down gently. And that's how you'll know they're all locked on. Also remember to clip that black piece back on there. Put your foam down, and then this hose sits over top. All right, and real quick, I just wanted to show you the clip on this one broke. The pieces for it are up there. Don't worry about it, because you can do the zip tie trick, which basically you'll take this 10mm bolt out so you can fish a zip tie around, and then you can actually fit it through the connector of the clip where that little piece broke out, and then I just fed it around the back and then back down. And this does not have to be super tight. You just don't want the plug coming off while the car's driving. This is a temporary fix until you can get a new plug, but this will work and it'll do just fine. Okay, once you've double checked everything, you can go ahead and install your plastic cover. The way you'll know that it's on straight is when the oil cap is centered in this circle, or also your oil dipstick will be centered. Then what you want to do is push down each corner, and they should pop in just like that, and you should be good to go. All right guys, and that's about it. That's how you'll install new spark plugs on your 2011 to 2016 Hyundai Elantra. I hope this video helped you guys out. If it did, please leave me a like. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I will get back to you. And if you guys are looking for more of this kind of content, then hit that subscribe button, because there'll be plenty more coming your way. I appreciate you guys sticking around to watch, and I'll see you in the next one.